when she calls me ugly, but a video of her dog eating her out got spread around socials. Hey, I noticed you had some cuts on your thigh. Are you okay? We care about you. They're stretch marks, you virgin. I'm going to ask again, why the hell was Stephen Hawking on Jeffrey Epstein's island? Did they base him too? What was your most embarrassing moment in Slex? Her daughter came home unexpectedly and drunkenly blundered into the bedroom looking for a cigarette lighter. The stunned, horrified look on the poor girl's face as she witnessed her neat mother being mailed from behind with her bed cheeks splayed open is forever seared into my memory. Her boyfriend, who was right behind her, just laughed, gave me a thumbs up and walked off. Shoe recommendations please. My daughter is a high school junior. What's the best shoe under $300 for volleyball? This isn't that kind of volleyball subreddit. Ha 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 whoops. Moving right along. Mizuno or Asics. Post some pictures of her feet so we can give you the best advice. What's 9 plus 10? 31. Gotta get juiced up with cram quick before those ovaries dry up. 31 is only 6 months away from menopause. I backed off 4 times today. Man, I miss her. Some kid is following this Twitter account to get some news on Pokemon Sword and Shield, and he sees this. Seeing regulars while working as a stripe pair. Seeing regulars while working as a bartender. Seeing regulars while working as a dog dealer. This might be offensive, so click at own discretion. Seeing regulars while working at the Adorshan clinic. 5 reactions and I do what the first reply says. It can be whatever this time. Duck it. F-boy detected. And who told you I was a guy, buddy? I'm a girl. Oh my ducking god. What size tights you rocking? Why do you want to know that? Are you some sort of pervert? Yes. Okay, but like he gets better after chapter 247. Mishoku Tensei be like. This is what we call character development. He finally understands sexual assault and pedophilia is bad. After committing sexual assault and pedophilia, truly the redemption of all time. Epstein should have followed Rudius' example instead of killing himself. What was your most embarrassing moment in Slex? Having a seizure in the middle of having Slex. Stayed conscious, stayed hard, stayed inside, and kept going. Human vibing Thor mode activated. Baby smiling shark. That shark is suffocating. Would you smack bro for 100k? Ducker thinks he's cute. I'd thunder cucumber him off of the side of a building for 2 quid. You're a enemy struck down by Link. What kind of loot are you dropping? Well, I'm currently breastfeeding, so. Fresh milk. Where do you find women willing to let you do this? Nick got this plate from a Planned Parenthood. Sorry, couldn't help. You have 1 month to kill a fully grown T-Rex in an enclosed arena the size of a football field for $500 million. Your only weapon is a 10-inch hunting knife. Would you do it? You will be provided food. You will have a small indestructible hut to live in. If you die, you just die. There might be something to this. Is there an STD that if untreated would kill a T-Rex? If so, easy money. All ya gotta do is catch said disease and seduce the Rex. I'm very familiar with T-Rex immunology, but ads will probably work. Good luck. When you die, it turns out God exists. What's the first thing you say to him? Why, my sister? Well, my heart just shattered. Thanks for that. I'm sorry for whatever happened. He's talking about his sexual fantasies. My ex-girlfriend loved Bet's Lex with such a passion and begged for my clock in her booty till I made her cram and sweat and drain my balls with her contracting a nose wrapped around my clock balls deep. I loved hearing her moan and begged me to cream pee her tight lat in a pink ace. I prefer Nal's Lex now, never wear a condo, and cram inside her yummy juicy betthole every time. That's my birth control. I don't need catty when I have a fat ace girlfriend that lets me cram inside her nose whenever I want. Word up, big fella. Man to man bro. Tell me a sentence a girl told you that is still stuck in your head till this day. Mine's bigger. I'm just 10. Friends group starter pack. The annoying one. The one who's just there. The nerd. The funny one. The one with anger issues. The I'm too cool for the world. I drove an elementary truck into a semi-school. Japan has Godzilla. What does your country have? Diabetes. If you call this a mudkip, then what do you call this? Cum dip. America be like, you're beautiful newborn, ma'am. Or, alright, enough freeloading. If you can cry, you can fry. What a ducking day and age we live in where we can watch a man duck some sea lot in a car that drives itself. Brings a tear to my eye. What's the worst possible reply to I'm pregnant? Not for long. Very cursed question. What would happen if you boiled Vaporeon? Would it somehow evolve into a steam version? Yes, it would evolve into a dead Vaporeon. Who would win in this hypothetical war? They're both so cute. Sometimes when a hippo gives birth, it'll just turn around and chomp the baby's head off. Right people, I won for the American Society of Gulps, Magical, leans closer and whispers, Negroes. Bulk people, 2 tickets to Magic Nigs please. The American Society of Magical Negroes hits theaters on March 22nd, 2024. That's how Pikachu was born. Why do you have 999 around your neck? That's her STD count. I was there with my sister. She was really scared, and our son too. What the duck? Wait, what? I'm scared of you. I just wanna kill myself. I have no life and no future. I'm failing school. All I do now is watch TikTok and masturbate. And I don't even like doing it anymore. I only do it because it gives me a small hit of dopamine. You spelled masturbate wrong. Sea lion pups roll in sand to protect themselves from the sun. Pre-seasoned. Teachers don't get paid enough for this bruh. What flavor autism is this? I gotta stop selling fentanyl to these kids. Meanwhile firecracker brands in India. Super awesome bin ladder. Finally, the regular one was pretty lame. Call me William Afton, because I'm putting naked in that robot. As an ex-fetus, I can assure you that, if my mama adopted me, I wouldn't know, nor give a duck. Adoption is a double-edged sword for me. I really like the idea of murdering kids, but I hate the idea of letting women have a choice. Scorpions glow under UV light, because I cram in every single one. Some straight people are ducking ace holes too though. But straight people are ducking a female's tasty and juicy sweet ace hole. The duck is wrong with you. As a non-native, but very fluent English speaker, I don't understand a word she says. It's called Ebonics. According to Oxford Language, African American English, especially when regarded as language in its own right rather than as a dialect of standard English. Oh sure, when the Oxford Dictionary says Ebonics it's fine, but when I say Balkanese it's recess. /s. Oh my ducking god, there are no words on this god forsaken earth that could possibly describe how goddamn badly I wanna absolutely scramble this breedable hunk of metal. I would not stop until she blue screens over and over until I have seeded her mechanical womb. And then I don't know, get married. If that not too good, my backshot wine starts stanking. Front hole so happy back hole go wee. How do I delete someone else's comment? Guys be honest, do I look like moist? Matt from WI. What's the weirdest or strangest thing someone has casually told you, as if it was totally normal? I had some big guy in his 40s walk up to me on a train once. I thought I was going to be mugged, but he just wanted to tell me that he watched Aladdin, The Return of Jafar last night, and it holds up. I don't see how the opener, girl that's a fat ace, can be in any way improved. Laddie, thine cheeks are of thy plumpest variety. My prosthetic leg. Hey king, you drop this. What does edging mean? Beat meat, don't nut. The way you described it makes it sound like a level requirement. Yo oh oh, you got the insist game. Yo chill. Ha I know you wanked off to it. Now I wanked to the part where the mom ice. That's wild. I'd leave my wife, just for this chick to best feed me for a single night. Pitbull stranded outside rings the doorbell. I smell the child inside. Let me in. Used to live in Wuhan when I was a teen. No one had heard of it until Cupid. Now it is probably the third most famous city in China. Interesting tactic by the tourism board. I'm sorry to say this, but our fossilized fuel ain't gonna last forever. We are depleting faster and faster by years. Sooner or later all people gonna start riding horse or using electric cars, I guess. Am I wrong for wanting an electric horse? Those exist, but mostly women use it. 16-year-old surprises 10-year-old neighbor suffering from cancer with a PS5. Genius really, he'll get that PS5 back eventually. Can't wait to have a son, so he can knock me down when his dad not acting right. Well, better get pregnant at 13, so you are still in his range, I guess. 1 year in here for $30 billion. You have no books, movies, phones, consoles, nothing. Can you do it? At some point you'll stop being alone in there. That's when shotgun really get lit. I can do this. Every day I shot. I will craft mannequins of shot to live with and talk to. Together we will craft TV and film screenplays drawn on the walls with shot. Books of shot written in shot with full color drawings of shot. I will have a shot phone and a shot box 360. People can now adopt dogs who failed government training for being too friendly. What were they doing with them before? About a quarter of your average dump. Okay. Sleep tight. I'm tight. I took 4 melatonin pills and I can't tell if any of this makes sense or not. What are some signs that someone peaked in high school? An obituary on graduation day. The original purpose of this sub was to endorse the idea of whale milking as a way to end world hunger. Isn't whale milk as dense as cottage cheese? Try a female whale for once. What's something you can say about a car and also to your girlfriend or boyfriend? Nice wheels. She's disabled. This guy on Grindr said he'd pay me $200 to talk to him about my darts. So I just spent the last 2 hours going in depth about every aspect of my darts only for him to bulk me at the end. Wow, that really stinks. Sir, permission to scream in pain, sir. Denied, soldier, walk it off. Truth about pets. Being a pet owner is like being a sugar daddy. You waste all of your money on keeping them happy and the only thing they do is look cute and give you attention sometimes. There is, hopefully, one major difference. Ah yes, you usually don't have sex with the human ones. Only knows the names of Nami and Robin. Aside from the main character, Luffy. I wonder why that is. Photography. I showed him this comment chain. His response, honestly, not entirely inaccurate. I impregnated my girlfriend's daughter, married my girlfriend, and technically had a child with my stepdaughter. You are still talking about The Sims, right? Kid, I wanna be an astronaut when I grow up. The distracted driver. Hey, at least he flied, just not in a rocket. You can, with 100% accuracy, differentiate the smell of armpit sweat, foot sweat, and genital sweat. Taste too. Username checks out. What the duck does that supposed to mean? Such sad news. R.I.P. Grandpa who ate paint thinking it was yogurt has died. Thoughts to his family at this emotional time. Sad end but beautiful finish. Sorry for your loss. Okay, so no party? Any good sites? nationalgeographic.org. They have hardcore. For sure shut goes hard. If you nut while snacking your own nut, as long as you swallow, you don't lose no nut November, since the nut never left your body. You gon' shut it out blood, it's just delayed. Eat that too. What is your honest body count? 12, but I will have more after I make room for more in my basement. What do you think would happen if a man was injected all types of viruses and diseases at once? He would get the achievement How Did We Get Here? Thomas Woodhouse was an English circus performer who lived in the 18th century. He was most famously known for having the world's longest nose, which measured 7.8 inches, 20 centimeters long. He had to have done it at least once. Kaluva Bossor has been hotel fans when they summon biblically accurate demons and are subject to horrors and texture beyond human comprehension instead of spontaneously making out and having hardcore guy's legs. I still don't know how Markiplier made that face. He experienced the joy of creation. He experienced the joy of snaction. I don't understand why men have this obsession with nutting on a woman's face when she has 2 to 3 perfectly good built-in cram socks. Why do Cinnabons got frosting and not filling? Nah, Hotler's mustache was shut. Stalin's however. Stop, I can only get so direct. Please don't. I had a beta that was given to a co-worker as a joke. I started feeding him at the office and then was given him. He lived 5 years. His name was Jaws. He was my boy. When he died, I planted him under a tomato bush so I could eat his soul. Hello nurse. I genuinely can't tell. Are you bulk? It's okay if you are. I'll still watch your videos. Young people all sound the same to me. In my day, you could tell a man's color by his speech. Are you single? You sound like a nice person. I like nurses. They give me the pills. That makes it stop. They used to anyway. Do you want children? Not even a minute in. 3 times now. Hee. Numerous nut November. Unfortunately, no one can really love Nal's legs. I think it's a myth. God didn't give us this hole for that. And look at how many animators like the Count create content with Nal's legs. There are very few of them. I'm just tired of lens. But for some reason I continue to master better Nal pun. God gave you a portrait that gives leg shaking awesomes by taking clock in your peep shoot. It took me a lot of time to get past the pain and the feeling of shutting myself, but am I glad I did. Shuts money and straight dudes have no idea what they're missing. Well, the straight dudes not into pegging that is. CIA rectal toolkit for Cold War spas. CIA operative, there's no way I can swallow that. The professor, good news. As an ex-fetus, I can assure you that if my mama adopted me, I wouldn't know nor give a duck. You could kill anyone now and they wouldn't know or care about it because they'd be dead. You know what? You're right. I don't have to feel bad about what I did. Thank you. The interior of my clock was hollowed out by the doctor when he noticed I didn't have enough to pay for the circumcision. Never comment on my post again. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I said. Me too, said the pen slicer man. Oh my god, I'm so scared. I said. Me too, said the pen slicer man. Might lose soon. My hamster starving to death cause I can't feed him during no nut November. You feed your hamster your crap. And boom goes Mount Etna in Sicily. All this geothermal activity is getting your Vulcacy all heat and bothered this week. Oh dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made you out of brass. Oh dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I stuck you in my ace. Releasing gas from a dead spam whale. Better than releasing spam from a dead gas whale. Don't knock it till you try it. Or gassed spam from a whale. My sweet potato is super veiny. My ex is deeming that potato right now. Oh, Lord. Here we go. It was my 17th birthday. I had come out of my awkward teen phase and finally had a boyfriend. Good looking boyfriend. So, even though I was super nervous I decided we would do the thing. Long story short, it went fine. But I had a nervous stomach, went for a shut after, and bulked his toilet. The kind of bulkage that rises over the bowl and tends to ruin your life. I stuck my hand in there up to my elbows and still couldn't fix it. I had to go get the boyfriend, which I did. It was awful. He laughed. Couldn't unclog it so had to get his dad. I ran out the door and smoked a cigarette on the front steps with my head in my hands. Boyfriend came out a little later to laugh at me. He let me know in the morning that the walls between his room, his dad's room and the toilet were temporary plasterboard ones that were painted the same as the other walls. His elderly dad heard me awkwardly lose my virginity then shut my guts out and cry. Sometimes I forget this happened to me because I've repressed the memory so well. I looked like a normal woman who has her shut together. It has not always been so. Lol. Boyfriend and I stayed together for about 3 years. He was my first love, bless him. Turned out to be a bit of a clock actually, but he was alright sometimes. So that's that. Really? My dad just left the bathroom door open and yelled commands at us from the toilet while simultaneously peeping, drinking coffee, and reading the paper. I don't drink coffee because I still associate the smell with the smell of his morning shut. What the duck? He gets shut down. Give this man an award. You still gotta respect his time management and ability to delegate. He didn't become number 2 in the office from nothing. Oh, John. I'll do anything for some lasagna. Oh, John. I'll do anything for some lasagna. Yaranaka. Oh, John. I'll do anything for some lasagna. Don't let Shane Dawson see this one. POV. You're meeting the mother ducker who invented jeans. Jeans was invented to people who work in mines. So yeah, they are basically work uniform for miners. And I love miners. When I see a miner in a tight pair of jeans, ooh boy, I get hard. No purchase necessary. Guess what we baked into this pizza crust to win? Looks like it used to be a really cute puppy. I swear Middle East people have the best glow ups ever. Best blow ups too. Nah, bruh. My comments section isn't loading, but I swear to God, if I see a chick gif trying to rizz me up, I'll kill myself. What is mewing? To say work has punched me up in the last week or so would be the biggest understatement. To say you're a crybaby butch would be the biggest understatement. Shut up and get back to work. My attempt at designing and 3D printing Mickey Mouse. Any feedback is welcome. Now he only needs a bit of paint. Alternative caption. Earth before the Loho Coast. Earth after the Loho Coast. Huh, the Earth didn't change whatsoever. Maybe it wasn't so bad after all. You know what? I'ma say it. Hotlo's mustache was cute as duck. What items have you had in your race? Mine are a pen, an umbrella handle, an America Portrait Massager, a dodo, and lingers. What makes it an America Portrait Massager? Is it particularly patriotic? Damn autocorrect. Anaris is what it was supposed to say. I was on a medication for a time which acted like reverse by rap. My former girlfriend and I were having fun time and she refused to give up, so she just kept on trying to help orally. I had a full on awesome without direction. Talk about a disappointment. Credit where credit is due though. He snacked it out like milkshake through a straw. Mart pulls Merry Ham masked Christmas bags from the shelves, replacing them with right fuzz for us mistletoe ornaments. We did it, boys. Hamas is no more. So like say hypothetically I had a friend tell me he was suicidal and hypothetically I ignored him, and then he hypothetically attempted but survived. Am I hypothetically responsible? And hypothetically, what if he didn't survive? He'd be dead, I think. Why the duck did you ignore him? I was playing Fortnite. My lash tech snapped. I can tell them eat little by the suction of your cheeks. Best Suja mommy ever. Imagine she is your mommy when you are teenager, becomes your wife when you are adult, and becomes your babe girl when you get old. Damn, it'd be so cool. Hotel Slex is a special kind of Slex when you know someone else has to clean up after you. I like to wipe my balls on the curtains because I know they don't change those. Wow, really? Wow, really? You guys know where I can get cheap penile enlargement surgery? I can help you. What do you mean really? 6. List 2 examples of solids, liquids, and gases. Solids, PEEP, ice, liquids, P, water, gas, dart, steam. Really? PEEP isn't always a solid. Sometimes it's runny. That should have only been partial credit. Sometimes it's plasma. More importantly, why did the Jedi Council send Anakin Skywalker to lead Operation Desert Storm despite his hatred of sand and Palpatine being an Iraq sympathizer? Most cursed way to end bullying is to moan really loudly every time someone hurts you. Is it effective? Or does the bully get turned on? Either they stop or they give you a safe word. Either way it's not bowling anymore. Thank you for putting a not safe for work tag on your post. However, it did not stop me from masturbating furiously in the bus in front of 43 people. They realized what was going on, opened Reddit to this post, and all 43 started to fep furiously too. Even the 64-year-old Malaysian nun on the front seat couldn't contain herself. Her entire arm was up her vag as she screamed with pleasure. I was so honey that my phone flew out of my hand and broke through the window, letting in a relentless tide of honey pigeons who were instantly ducked to dealt by the passengers. The nun shoved an entire pigeon family up her vag. Now there is a bus full of exhausted passengers, dead pigeons and buckets of cram and sweat, all because you posted this. Bulk. How or why? The bulk pieces run faster, so they get to the right king more easily. Yeah, but right pieces have more privilege, so for every bulk move, right gets 3 moves. Single moms on a Saturday night. No wonder the machine's bulk. A non-sfav character is light Yagami and is making shut up to try to flex. Thinking you look like an anime character. Are people really this dumb? But I do. Shows Goblin from Goblin's Lair. Same shows Ainko from Toradora. Meta shows Metapod from Pokemon. What are some things you can do to check if you are attractive? Kill bunch of people. Lots of fans. Attractive. No fans. You ugly and mid-earring pose. He looks like someone I'd let pound me into the earth. What can I say except you will cram? Ain't no way. Ayo. People who do not fear death. Why? I've never known a dead person that's complained about it. They were left speechless after what they saw. Not a good look. I also find women with eyes, hair, seam, and body attractive. It may work out better for me if they don't have eyes. Okay. This made me almost mad. 18 is very young to be with a man that age. 8 years must feel like such a long time to you. You've been with this man through extremely formative years of your adulthood. This won't get better. Calling you a granny etc. He's telling you, now that you're aging out. 25 and 18 don't sound that different, but would you date an 18-year-old now? OP. Please don't let him take more of your time. You deserve so much better. All the numbers in your comment added up to 60 night. Congrats. 8 plus 25 plus 18 plus 18 equals 60 night. Were the founding fathers not also Tewa Wests? You firebombed an orphanage. Reuniting families. Apple, we have privacy. Samsung, we have waifu. Hi, they need to make the headphone jack bigger this time. If you recognize this movie, it's about time to schedule that first colonoscopy. Mother ducker, I'm 20. No excuses, colonoscopy. All my homies hate. Get new homies. All my homies. It was worth a shot. The worst she can say is no. That is not an appropriate question to ask your teacher. You're suspended for 3 weeks. Homeschooling had so many hard lessons. Yeah, I can't believe my own father did me dirty like that. My kids are scattered across the country now they've grown up. Every weekend we catch up on PUBG and slaughter each other. Way better than a text or phone call. This old man still gives them a run for their money. Retired and can practice all week while they're at work. Lol. Watching someone get killed by a landmine. Going into the comments. My kids are scattered across the country now. Literally. Apologies for the inconvenience, but due to those choices, we will be taking the estrogen back. No Yes, I'm sorry. Just following orders. Unbabs your bests. Didn't God tell him to send the word, and I will know Russian them, and Jesus was like nah bro I'm not about that, and just ducking died. That was the point, though. Ah man Jesus took an L for entire humanity. He needs a hand. When roommate is making hand mayonnaise and screams your name. I think we all know that Ernie is up to his eyeballs in ace. He doesn't need a bird handy. Dude probably ducked every member of Dr. Teeth's band and half Gonzo's chickens. been up to his elbow in sweetums. He ducked Spamela while Robin the Frog crawled inside his ace hole. Someone somewhere has likely tried selling a used fleshlight. There may even be a chance someone purchased it. Knowing how ducked up this world is, there is probably someone looking specifically for a used fleshlight. Not just used, but full. Sadly, you're probably right. Hey, it was only $15. Me using the bathroom after being in the pool. Mine gets bigger. I swim in the kids' pool. Man, towel climb bangs are near meaningless anyway. Teams' winning percentages go down 28% when their managers aren't on the tower climb. Not saying you're wrong, but got a source on that? Yes, I made it up. What would be born if Gragas impregnated a tree? Look at mirror. When I'm chilling with my dog and then he starts to unhinge his jaw while staring at me. Better close that mouth before I put something in it. Describe your sex life with a Blink song title. Duck a dog. Gym stuff like this. Never seen a stench trench pop out further than the balloon knot before. Me thinking my mum, who died when I was 7, will never get to meet my future boyfriend. Stupid video got my phone wet. Weird thing to check it too, but I mean, go off I guess. Step 1. Get a caterpillar. Step 2. Get it to furiously masturbate. Hold up. Step 3. Repeat step 2. I'm absolutely not joking. I have a cousin, and he records himself eating his own shut. Shake my head. 30 bod is not a lot. Stop it. Exactly. I met my boyfriend of 3 years when 7 people on his football team was running a train on me, and I had around 40 bodies then, and he still loves me. It's about energy and true love. Hey now, don't be shaming. Someone's gotta pick up the trash. They're the real MVP. Okay, the real answer is solve world hunger and use the recognition and money to buy myself a Koenigsegg, then I get to keep it and not only be able to drive once. Wrong, choose the Koenigsegg and run over every starving person in the world, thus eliminating world hunger at the same time. The only thing they're good for is the pawn models. Overwatch. Nope, but honestly I would use the same line for it as well. Animal Crossing? Wait, what?